guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Uncle Frank, and today we're going to be talking about the supernatural, the zombies that could be coming to Red Dead, and the evidence that we found that seems to point that they are going to be coming sooner or later. Now, this is a pit outside of Armadillo. Most of you have probably seen this before, but under very rare circumstances do I ever find something like this with a lady with glowing green eyes. Now, this is not in single player, this is online. And this is not a texture glitch. I'll show you guys in a minute. This is like we're going to pick her up, kind of move her around, but you'll notice that those eyes are glowing green. And her skin is very purplish in color. She has like weird kind of almost clawish hands. It's really creepy to look at her. And if she jumped out of this hole, I'd throw the girl that I'm with right on top of her in self-defense. Use her as a human shield. But, so trying to figure out how they could tie all this stuff in, I was thinking how cool it would be if you had a zombie outbreak across a map and people had to respond to it. So let's say, in other words, like let's say the zombie outbreak happens in Armadillo here, and you get a notification that pops up like zombie outbreak, or somebody runs into the town that you're on your server screaming zombie outbreak, or there's an outbreak or whatever, and it's random in each town, so you don't know which town it's going to appear in or at any point. And then everybody in that server rides to try to stop this zombie infestation from coming in and reaching other towns. And if they reach another town, turns that population to zombies, and we're kind of moving forward with this just wave of zombies, and maybe run it in like a 12-hour cycle. So in other words, like first infection starts in, at point A, beginning, and then 12 hours later, if you manage to hold the map, the people who have, done it or whatever get a certain amount of credit, and then it moves, it resets the server, and then it could appear somewhere else. I think that would be really cool. Or just waves of undead zombies coming around. But this is, I can't explain this kind of stuff, guys. You look at this lady's eyes and just her fingers and the way that her skin is blue. Some people say, like one of my friends, she drowned, did she get glowing green eyes from drowning? She got some kind of kelp in her eye. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Like, what could this be? Do you think this is the undead? Do you think that Rockstar's throwing in some stuff right before Halloween? What kind of ideas would you guys have for how we could see kind of revamped Undead Nightmare or something along those lines? And what kind of style, like what kind of gameplay would you like to see Rockstar throw at us and incorporate for game modes about this? But this lady is just so cool, man. Just to see that, like there's a possibility of finding something like this in here, and you'll really get a good look at her eyes in a second after I shoot my nosy horse. Let's see if Frank can get a good look at her. Man, that's a zombie. Or some kind of vampire. Or she's plugged into an electrical outlet. You tell me that's some kind of texture glitch, and I'll argue with you all day. And the hands, the claws, the whole thing. I don't know, man. I've been wrong before, but it doesn't happen often, and I'll never admit it. So guys, let me know what you think. I love to have stir up conversations about stuff like this, especially the possibilities of finding things like this in a game that Rockstar loves to throw at us with aliens and Bigfoot and obviously the Undead Nightmare stuff before. So maybe we're gonna get it for Halloween. I really hope so. And I want to thank you guys once again, man, for tuning in, checking out the channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, the whole damn thing. I really, really appreciate it, man. We're going to have a lot of fun on here. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And remember, Uncle Frank loves you. And I'll see you guys really soon.